Hey everybody, how's it going today?
Hello, everybody.
Hi, everyone.
Hello, Lee Niden's in the house and Herbie.
Yeah, I got Herb and Lee over there and a couple other people, but they're too shy to talk, I guess.
Yeah, they want to be there so I can type instead of talk.
Yeah, Robin.
Yeah.
So, with us on the panel today, we got Robin from Robin's Buys and DIYs and Try-Ins.
Hi.
We got Herb, or we got Herb. Herb's in the chat. We got Russ Meadows from Rusty Nails Woodworks. We got Billy Burt from the Messy Studio, the Messy Scroller. And we got Mark Lindsay from Mark Lindsay CNC. And
Hello, Lee. Hello, Herb.
how's everybody doing this
And hello,
fine
everybody on the
old
panel.
Friday night?
Hiya.
Hi, Lee. Hi, Herb.
Mark almost made it into mine, but he was just a tad late.
Yeah, I was just in time to miss you.
Sorry.
Never fails.
I had to go to the store. So
It's all right.
So
It's all good.
but you weren't late for dinner though, right?
I was I was about
No, I'm
20
talking to
minutes
Mark.
late for dinner. Oh,
Mark is talking about Mark.
we haven't
Well, I
had
was-
dinner yet.
Mark is not
Oh.
late for dinner.
Yeah, we haven't had dinner yet. We had a late lunch, so neither of us are really hungry. They say, you know what? Let's just kind of postpone dinner until we really want it.
Well,
Yeah,
What do you
so-
have for lunch?
she texted me about 20 minutes before I got done, so I was about 20 minutes late. It's all good.
I was Billy did a live show there. He was flocking his box, and I got a message.
You might want to say that a little bit louder because you kind of mumbled when you said it.
Right when I was taking a drink, too.
Billy Burt did a live this afternoon, and I got a message going, "Hey, Billy's live! Billy's live! Let's go on a show." I'm like, "No, Robin, I have to eat first." Oh, what are you eating? So I had nachos and a plate of bacon for dinner.
Sweet.
I had chicken fried steak, mashed potatoes, corn on the cob. Oh, forgot the gravy. Gravy that's an automatic
It's
with
an
chicken fried
automatic.
steak.
Yes, sir, it is.
And corn on the cob was yum.
I bet it was.
I had a master cheeseburger and garlic fries from Red Robin. Yum.
I had a burger for lunch.
Yeah, that's what I had for lunch. It was a late lunch, so we're going to have a shrimp salad later on this evening.
I had
Something light, you know.
I had a south of the border burger for lunch.
Sweet.
My grandson always, he's 9 now, but when he was about 4 or 5, they would go to Red Robin, and he never could remember Red Robin. He always called it Big Robin.
Oh, okay.
I don't know why he called it Big Robin, but that stuck with him.
Hey,
Yeah. Jerry said, I got one too. Jerry, come, please.
Hey, Jerry. Hey,
Hello,
Steve.
Mr. Steve
Hello,
Zealand.
Jerry.
Steve
Hi,
Dean
Steve.
for Harnell Media. For all your website design needs.
your one-stop website shop.
And
Maybe.
and Robin had a salad.
It was so good.
No.
That's
I
what
bet
I
it would
call
be.
the lettuce, tomato, and onion on my hamburger is salad.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
bet it wasn't as good as my chicken fried steak.
Yeah, it was.
No, it wasn't.
No, it wasn't.
No, it wasn't.
No,
Couldn't
it
be.
wasn't.
Mashed potatoes and gravy too, Billy?
Yes.
Okay, you got to. I think it's a law.
Yeah.
Well, I actually prefer country fries, or home fries.
Yeah.
But
That's acceptable. That's acceptable.
Yes,
so
in
how you
South,
doing tonight, Jerry?
We chicken fry everything down here, you know.
Almost like Scotland.
The only thing we haven't tried yet, and I'm kind of, it might be pretty good, is to chicken fry a hot dog.
I haven't thought about that one.
Wrap it in
I-
bacon.
I hadn't either. The thought just came to me.
I don't think I'd want to.
See, there's
You
your
know
new
what?
channel, Billy.
You know what?
Uh,
Chicken fried bacon is actually really good. Like breaded bacon.
Breaded
Breaded bacon
bacon.
is awesome.
I was
yeah.
fixing to
awesome.
say chicken fried bacon might be pretty good
Yeah,
too.
it is awesome. I've had it before. It
I
is
have
awesome.
had batter dipped deep fried bacon.
Mm-hmm.
and it tastes just as good as it sounds. Excelente.
Oh,
How's
yeah.
that salad tasting now, Robin?
You know,
What?
if you dipped
Robin,
it in
pay
batter
attention.
and deep fried it, it would probably be pretty
Oh,
good.
battered deep fry. Well, I had deep fried kale before. It was not impressive.
Oh, yeah. Well,
Yeah.
see, now a little cooking tip, John, if you're going to have kale, put about a tablespoon of coconut oil in the skillet because it
N-
makes it much easier to slide out of the pan into the garbage can.
yeah. Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
have,
I,
I
I had it.
make
I had it once.
That's a good one.
have y'all ever eaten? Well, I'm sure most of you have eaten at Olive Garden. One of their soups is Zuppa Toscana, and I have a recipe for that, and I make it. It's got kale in it. I actually like it.
You
It's
can
yum.
you can have my helping. It's one of the few
Yeah.
things I don't like.
The tortoises love kale. That's why we grow it out back for them.
I bet they do.
Yeah.
Well,
Deep
Jerry said he's
fried
going to go
pickles are the
live.
bomb, says Lee. Yes, they are.
Jerry's going to go live and watch us.
I like deep fried mushrooms too, Lee.
Mm.
Yep. Yes, sir. Deep fried
Battered and
mushroom.
fried. Where
Stuffed
were we
mushroom
the other
caps.
night? I had some of those. Oh yeah, I was in Sweetwater. I was with my little brother. He ordered some fried shrooms. Oh my God, they were so good.
They are excellent.
I love mushrooms.
Lee's
Lee,
asking
Lee
what's
said,
Olive
"What's Olive
Garden.
Garden? Never heard of them."
Yeah. It's an Italian chain.
Olive Garden
Yeah.
is always right beside Red Lobster.
Well, it's owned by the same company.
Yeah. Well, up here, where the Olive Garden and Red Lobster are like in the same parking lot.
Well, in my
They're
town,
they're
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 not
not
side by
they're not
side.
Right here.
they're not down here, but
No.
they are
No.
owned by the same corporation.
Yeah, they're about 6 miles apart here. Now that I'm thinking of it.
Our middle daughter waited tables at Red Lobster to pay her way to college,
I like that red.
and for most of her masters as well.
Oh, so talking about lobster. Apparently, Robin does not like lobster.
I don't either.
What?
I don't.
Yeah, but you don't like much of anything, Russ. So we
I
we
like
expect that
shrimps,
of you.
but lobster don't taste like shrimp. So I don't like
No,
them.
you're right.
I love lobster. You
Me
don't
too.
like lobster, Robin?
No. And it smells bad. I don't like the smell.
Well, you probably haven't had it cooked properly then.
That might
No
be.
joke.
No, my dad and mom used to make it all the time when we had company over, and they would like cook it fresh. But I hated the smell. Maybe if I tried it now, I might like it, but back then I didn't like it.
I love lobster.
I do too.
There was a years ago, back in the early 2000s, mid 2000s. I joined my brother. My wife and I joined my brother and his wife in Branson, Missouri, for 3 or 4 days, and we found this one in the downstairs of this one hotel there in Branson. Was on Friday night was all you could eat seafood, and they had lobster tails.
Mm-hmm.
Big mistake.
I ate 13.
Dang.
What was it, like $56 a plate or something to cover that lobster?
No, it was like $11.95.
Really?
No,
my
get
God.
out of here.
Yeah, no, it was cheap, and I ate 13, and I told my waiter, I said, I actually feel kind of bad, and he said, don't worry. He said, you're not even close. I said, really? And he said, yeah. One guy came in here one night and ate 45.
Oh, geez.
Wow.
I felt better after that.
Yeah,
But
I
yeah,
would too.
They had boiled shrimp, and it was yummy. They had fried shrimp. They had fish,
Fried
of
shrimp,
5, 6
yes.
different kinds, lobster, crab legs. I love
Yeah.
crab legs too, but
Yep.
if I eat too many, I have a reaction.
Uh-huh.
And
My wife's
but I'm
allergic to
not I'm not allergic to iodine, so I know it's not that.
them. I don't know what it could be then.
I don't either. But if I eat too many crabs, I notice I have a funny feeling.
Mm.
But if I eat too much crab, but not lobster or shrimp. There's in Baltimore, Chesapeake Bay seafood. they used to do all you can eat boiled shrimp. I ate 4.5 pounds, and the waitress finally asked me. She said, "Can you please stop?"
She said that?
Yeah, I was there for like 2.5 hours, but I love
Hey.
boiled shrimp.
Yeah, you're not supposed to bring a bedroll with you, Billy.
I do. I love boiled shrimp. I love seafood. I've never met a fish I didn't like hardly.
Yeah, I'm with you.
I
I'm with
love
you.
those biscuits at Red Lobster though.
Yeah, they are. They used to be
Ooh.
better than they are now, Lee.
Well, I haven't been there in a long time, but boy, they were so good.
Red Lobster's not bad. We have a small local place here, the Wharf. It's called.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
They're
Lee said
kind
he
of
used to do
pricey,
security
but
for his
oh
Olive
man,
Garden.
It's like
and
the one time I took Carrie for all you can eat crab, and it came in a bucket. I just started breaking and peeling and cutting and eating, and Carrie's just like, "What do I do? What do I do?" I'm like, "I'm busy. I can't talk right now." She called the waiter over, and she's like, how do I eat these? Like, what do I do with these? So he showed her. He gave her instructions on how to eat crab legs. I'm like,
mhm.
"What are you talking about? Just break them and pull them and freaking dip them and eat them."
Yeah,
She's like,
Oh,
yep.
"No, no, no, I can't do that."
uh,
I was on my second bucket and she hadn't even eaten any. I'm like, it's all you can eat. Eat up.
Doug
Yeah, I think
Moyer.
it's time for another low country boil here. I need one of them.
Glad to have you back, Herbie.
Doug Moore, you're an asshole.
Well, say something that ain't true.
He's watching.
There he is.
He's lurking. He just sent me a picture of a bowl of ice cream covered in chocolate syrup, and just above the bowl of ice cream is the picture of this panel.
Oh Lord.
My work here is done. Another one eating a bowl of ice cream.
Yep.
Kind of waiting
Now
to see if Chris Nealon pops in complaining about
He's-
not having no ice cream.
Yeah.
Yeah, he responded to my comment. He said, "I know it."
Freaking stupid COVID shot.
He
man.
sent me a hell of a
Killing
care
me.
package.
Oh, you got the COVID shot? Sorry.
Oh, yeah, me too. Doug sent me a hell of a care package. I got it while I was out of town. I opened it today on my live that I did real quick live on my turning channel. He sent me a bunch of goodies, good stuff.
Yeah.
Elaborate.
Oh, he sent me some. I'm sorry. He sent me some flame box elder. It's still wet and green, but it's flame box elder. So he sent me that, and he sent me some stabilized box elder and a piece of stabilized China berry. Is that what it was? And a bunch of resin pieces and two small slabs of bird's eye maple and 3 slabs, which is of what I think is cocobolo. They're about a 1/4 inch thick.
Any possibility that's ebony? It looked similar to ebony to me.
If it's not black enough to be there's several different kinds of ebony.
Right.
It's not black enough to be African blackwood. It's not black enough to be Gaboon ebony, and it's too dark. The lightest color. There's 2 different colors of grain in it,
Right.
and the lightest color is too dark to be Macassar ebony. So, I honestly believe it's cocobolo. It's certainly a rosewood. I'm certain of that.
Okay. Okay.
The only other rosewood that's close to that would be kingwood, but it's not quite purple enough to be
Okay.
kingwood.
It was hard telling, watching it from this side of the screen when you're,
Oh, I'm sure.
especially with you sitting here holding it in your hand.
Yeah, when I was first looking at it, I was thinking, I know what this wood is, but I can't
Doug,
put my finger on it. And then it came to
Doug,
me, it's cocoa.
Doug says it's really hard and shiny when you cut it.
Yeah, that's cocobolo. Now, it is dark enough to be ironwood. It would have to be pure heartwood from ironwood. So I suppose that's a possibility.
I'll be right back. I gotta go get a drink.
Oh,
But I'm almost certain that it's cocoa. Neither is Billy what?
Vaccinated.
I'm
not
sure he's
vaccinated.
vaccinated from something.
I'm I'm vaccinated for pneumonia.
Yeah, there you go. And I think that counts.
Yeah, Jerry, you're right. I'm naturally vaxxed. I'm still full of antibodies. I don't need a vaccine. Billy is self-vaxxed. Hello,
Hi,
Steve.
Shay.
Hello, Shay.
Howdy, Shay.
So you said you were going to ask me a question about flocking, John.
Yes. So when you flock your boxes, now we're talking. It is an actual word. It's called flocking.
Yes.
Um, it,
It's like you flock a Christmas tree.
I know it comes in many colors. It
Sort
comes
of.
in blue, red, green, or your standard ones, right?
And black.
And black. Do you use a flocker tool for it, or you just shake it in?
I used a flocking tube. It's it looks like two thick cardboard paper towel tubes that
Yeah.
fit perfectly inside one another, and at the one of with the one that goes inside the top one is sealed at the bottom, and the top of the top one has 5 holes in it that are about 3/16 of an inch in diameter,
Okay.
and you basically just turn it over after you apply your adhesive to the whatever you want to flock, and you just turn the tube over and push it down, and you have to keep pulling it up to get air in it. So you just push it down, and it basically the
kicks
flocking
out the
material
hole.
just comes out and it
Yeah.
comes out of the holes and covers your piece, the inside of your piece, and you want to be pretty liberal with it. And then after the glue dries or the adhesive dries, then you can shake the excess out and reuse it.
I've I've used one a long time ago, and it was almost like a flour sieve.
Huh.
And so your box is down. You put your adhesive in. It was more like a contact cement that you brushed in, and then you put your flocking material into this like flour sieve almost, and you crank the handle, and
Right.
it shot it in, right?
Yeah, that'll work too. There's any number of ways. I didn't know that the flocking material was going to come with an applicator, so I
Oh, okay.
ordered this flocking tube. But what they sent me was a little clear bottle, looked like a ketchup or mustard bottle, with a hole in the top of it, in the top of the spout that was again about 3/16 of an inch in diameter. And they want me, and they give you that so that you can put the flocking material in that, and then you just squeeze it out into the piece. That would work
Almost
just as well.
almost like when you buy bulk chalk, comes in the
Exactly.
like a ketchup container almost, right?
Well, your bottle of chalk for your
Your
Chalk
Chalk
line.
line.
Chalk
Chalk
line,
line.
yeah.
Yes.
I
I had plumb bob stuck in my head. I don't know why.
That's American
Well,
Sign Language for
I
chocolate.
know. Well, you can use them as a plumb bob. I have.
Yeah, you can.
I just got called into the other room for a minute. I will be right back, y'all.
Okay.
All right. Hey Shay. And also hey Steve C. I see you there.
Oh. Hello, Steve and Shay.
And Larry is late to the room.
Oh, Larry. I didn't see you. Ah, there you are.
Hang on a second. I'll be back.
Robin's gonna start a new channel. Do you know what saw you're getting yet, Robin?
No.
She's gonna get a scroll saw.
So yeah. So
okay.
is your dad actually getting it, or is he just borrowing it?
No, the guy's giving it to my dad, one of his neighbors. And he was supposed to go get it a while ago, but he didn't. And now the guy's at the cottage, so he's just gonna wait till he comes back and then he's gonna go get it.
Well, Jerry, you don't scare her off the scroll saw. Come on, man.
The finger remover 2000.
It's not
It's
going to
hard.
remove any fingers.
It'd be very hard to take your finger off.
She
with
would. She'd have to pretty much do it on purpose.
it. Mm-hmm.
Oh, you know what? I don't think I've ever seen anybody cut. I've never seen anybody scroll saw acrylic nails. Shay, I've never seen anybody scroll saw acrylic nails. That would be kind of cool to have like a cool scroll saw acrylic nails.
Well, you'd have to do the fake ones. Do the fake
Yeah.
ones and then glue them on.
Yeah.
That's why,
Filigree
that's why I
'em.
said
That's
yeah,
what he's
acrylic
talking
nails.
about.
Hey Shay, that's your next project. That might be a deal.
Yeah.
She's already telling Robin that she's gonna have to scroll live.
Yeah. You guys will be like, you did that wrong. You did this wrong.
No, we
Yeah.
won't.
Robin,
Well,
Shay says, I'm a bull in a china shop and I have all my fingers.
yeah.
The saw is safe.
Plus, with her narcolepsy now, we're not sure whether she's fallen asleep with the saw yet. And still kept scrolling.
There's that. I mean, she does have all the signs of narcolepsy.
I can do it.
Yep.
You can do it. I have faith in you.
Oh yeah, you can do it.
You can do anything you set your mind to. It's just that simple. Now, how well you do it takes practice.
Larry said
My
he bumped
hair.
He's bumped his finger on his saw about an hour ago, and it did not even bleed. Yeah, she says sawing don't make her sleepy.
Jerry said I'll have my hair all caught up in it.
But pulling up in the driveway does.
I don't have
things.
mine caught up in it when I do it.
I don't have mine caught up in it when I do it.
Yeah, but yeah, but Russ, you're just still in the box.
And
I
Yeah.
got another
And-
one in the shop.
mine
on
was
now.
6 inches longer than this until I trimmed it this spring. That's my
I
last.
still have
trim
the
for a
DeWalt
couple
in the
years
shop,
now.
John.
Oh, okay. Oh, but it's a DeWalt. It always needs maintenance, though.
Oh, come on. It's been a decent saw.
What kind of maintenance?
What,
Oh,
DeWalt's?
there's
Yeah.
a few things. You
The
know,
Waltz
sometimes
are-
you have to.
Stupid
grease the bearings and-
fuses, switches, bearings,
Yeah,
friggin'
fuses.
everything.
Fuses.
Fuses will sometimes go out
Where's the fuse?
in the
I'm
back.
just asking so I know what kind of problems to look for with my Delta.
There's
No, it's a
preamp.
DeWalt. You don't have to worry
Same
about
thing.
Delta.
Same
Oh,
thing.
okay.
Same
Okay.
thing.
Good. I'm all right.
Yes, you will. Yes, you will. The fuse for mine is in the back by the motor.
Oh my
It's a-
God. Steve Nealon says, it's safe, Robin. It's not like it's a real tool.
Oh man.
Yeah,
So does that mean it's not real woodworking too?
It's not like it's a CNC or a laser. Come on.
Hey, Mark, hurry up back. Help me out.
Oh, Jerry says, Rush, you'd have to
Jerry
actually
said,
use a
yeah.
scroll saw before making this statement. See, well, if we're not razzing each other on here, it's just not fun.
That's true.
Exactly.
That is true.
That's what it's all about.
Exactly.
Supporting each other and giving each other help. All at
Jerry
the same
says
time.
he's going to prove to you that you can get cut on the scroll saw. Watch and see. Now, y'all remember this because he might do it on accident, but he's going to say he did it on purpose.
Jerry, a dead arm is not firewood. Come on.
Ha!
Unbelievable.
I do believe I'm going to take my trash can out to the shop tomorrow and start throwing stuff away to make room.
We can start by throwing out. Oh, don't throw out the instructions for your Seiko. You might, and make sure you fill out your warranty information on that.
Yeah.
What are you going to throw out?
Whatever I don't need that's in my way.
Better not be wood. Don't throw any wood.
Oh, I keep. Oh man, you should see the small scraps I still have. I keep all my little scraps of Baltic birch because I know I might get something out of that piece before I throw it away.
Jerry, they're gonna be like Lincoln logs. He's just gonna cut his fingers off and make a log cabin.
Ah.
Just make sure Amanda doesn't make finger sandwiches out of them.
Or use them to make tiramisu.
Yeah.
Because they wouldn't be lady fingers, they'd be Jerry fingers. But, you know. Yeah, I know it was weak.
Yeah, sometimes you just got to take them on the road there, Bill.
Well, Shay, with your comment there, see, you can cut yourself if you put your hand in the blade, Jerry, but that would be concerning because you would be missing the wood for your cutting. Unless Jerry's going to do like a saw stop demo.
On a scroll saw.
On a scroll saw.
She did say it's a good way to trim your nails.
Oh, my Shay.
I've never tried to trim my nails that way, but I have bumped the blade a couple of times.
I haven't tried that either yet. Don't give me ideas, Shay.
Jerry said he has to touch the bandsaw blade. He can't help it.
No, don't touch the bandsaw blade.
Not a good idea.
Spinning blades of death. Come on. All right. Are we going to get something done today?
No, Jerry, don't touch the bandsaw blade. Remember.
It looks so pretty spinning around and around.
And that wasn't even the blade that got me.
Ooh.
It was the piece of wood it kicked up. So what are we doing tonight, John?
Oh,
Firewood?
Make some firewood out of trees.
We're gonna make some.
Did you get the heat gun?
No, I didn't get the heat gun. I had to get loaded for, I did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 jobs today. And then I had a load for next week. I was like nonstop running today. But I have to go, I got to go out to Hythe tomorrow.
Where?
Picks up Hythe. It's past Beaver Lodge. You should Google map that.
John
And,
said beaver.
Beaver Lodge. It's where the beavers live. Beaver Lodge, home to Canada's giant beaver attraction.
How many men sign up to go there? quitting.
Here, I'll show you. I'll show you.
I could see you biting your tongue, Russ.
I'll show you a picture of the giant beaver attraction in Beaver Lodge. Just give me a sec. I'll pull it up here.
John said he had to get loaded. I'm thinking about getting loaded tonight. Well, not really, but
Go finish off that last bottle of Glenlivet.
that scotch is calling my name. No, I probably won't kill it. I only drank about a third of it the other night.
Are you gonna have some?
Thinking about it.
Folks, this panel might get a little lively.
Did it last time?
Yeah, a little bit.
I've got Mike's Hard Lemonade.
Well, that's better than my root beer.
You just like because of the middle word.
No, it tastes good. It tastes like lemonade, and you don't even feel it.
Jerry said, but I like power tools. I can usually get things turned off before I lose my battle with and not to touch.
Said he did get a hold of a drill bit.
Jerry said,
before
well,
the
this
drill
show
stopped.
will be fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've done that too, Jerry. Accidentally.
That sounds like a workshop confession. You can go on old Clarity Show and get on there. Tell all about your ales and mistrails.
Who?
Jerry.
Yeah.
Wanting to grab the bandsaw blade and
I missed.
grabbing that drill bit before it's done.
I've also drilled into my fingers.
Oh,
Yeah.
I've actually used a skill saw on my fingers, but I've never drilled into them that I can remember.
I missed the backer board. I was holding a backer board.
Mm-hmm.
I was I was drilling a hole, and I missed the backer board and got my fingers.
That's not fun.
No.
Hurts, don't it?
Yeah, I did this one, when I was building a kitchen island a few months ago. And then I did this one right about 3 holes later. Pissed me off.
You
Hello,
got to
Denise.
start using a thimble, man. Now, who's Sunday by the
next
sea?
time I'll use something
Crap.
different. Crap what?
There's 220 calories in a Mike's Hard Lemonade.
So don't drink it.
Okay, so
I wouldn't drink.
that's Denise then.
I wouldn't drink that stuff to begin with.
Let me do a quick check here, Robin.
I might have some diet one though, I think.
Well, let's
You
see.
don't,
This
Robin, you don't want that.
Why?
Nothing that
Oh.
says diet.
does not
Don't.
taste good.
Well, no, it has nothing to do with the taste. Number 1 is bad for you. And number 2, they've proven that the diet drinks are more addictive than regular sodas. And they actually make you gain weight. You never lose weight with diet drinks. Just don't.
Yeah, because it's a mental thing too. You think it's diet, so you can drink more than you would normally, and that's where you get messed up.
How many calories in a glass of scotch? 55.
Wow, that's not bad. Until you have 5 or 6 of them.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well-
you did eat chicken fried and all that other
I can
stuff.
still eat. I eat like that all the time. I can still drink 5 of those to her 1 Mark's Hard Lemonade, same calories. Mike's Hard
There's-
Lemonade, whoever's it is.
I'll be
Look
right
at
back.
What is
There's
that?
there's the giant beaver in Beaver Lodge.
Oh,
Holy.
that's a big
That's
beaver.
a big, big.
It's a big beaver.
Wow.
Here, so here's a picture for scale with people beside it. There you go.
Damn.
Holy crap!
It's a big beaver.
Wow.
You need to send that picture to Robert Hodge.
Don't you guys got like world's biggest whatever in your cities and stuff?
We used to have, well, after at the fairgrounds, they have Big Tex. He's pretty good size.
Like, pretty much every town here has a biggest whatever. We get the
Mm-hmm.
biggest sundial in Grand Prairie. We get the biggest goose, or sorry, the biggest swan, biggest trumpeter swan. Mundare has biggest Ukrainian sausage. Vegreville has the biggest Ukrainian Easter egg, Pysenka. We got the biggest fork, the biggest. Yeah, we got well. Edmonton's got the biggest mall.
Jerry said it's fun to watch me wrestle with myself to take away something sharp or spinning that end up in my left hand as I also try to assault myself with said object. No, that's not fun, Jerry. Or you throw it across the room, one of the two. I'd rather you do that.
Jerry says they got Ron Jeremy.
Yeah,
Cheese-
yeah,
cheesy
I saw that
meatloaf.
comment.
I saw him make 4 trips through an all-you-can-eat buffet one day.
Wow.
We just happened to be in the same buffet, and each plate was bigger than the one before it.
Well, he works it all off.
The boy don't eat meals; he eats groceries.
He's got to make
Yeah,
up
he
for all
works
them
it
lost
off. He works
calories.
it off.
Yeah,
That's the thing, Billy. He don't work it off. He's getting wider and wider.
I know. I don't remember where it was, but I saw him on something not long ago, and I'm like, holy
Yeah.
crap.
Well, yeah, but you
Yeah.
got to realize how old he is too now, though, right?
He's old now.
He's still. I'm pretty sure he's still doing movies.
How old
Oh,
is he?
he's probably retired by now.
Ah,
Now, Jerry, you ain't never seen me in one of those kind of films. If I was in those kind of films, none of y'all would know me.
Shaylee said, I'm not going to be able to watch her live. Why? Oh, she's going to be in mom mode. Well, whose live are you talking about? Todd John's?
do you know that he got charged like almost a year ago for sex assault charges?
Mm.
For what?
Sex assault.
Huh.
So-
Gee,
and
there's a
20
surprise.
new 20 new rape and sexual assault counts. Really?
Wow.
Unbelievable.
Wow.
I saw him on a snippet of a talk show that he was on, where they were talking about that industry, and there were a couple of ladies in the audience that were just really downing him and giving him hell from the audience and stuff. And he said, "I know you want what I got." Said, you know,
Jason
crazy
said
son of a
Mark
bitch
has
say
the
that on
stash
national
for it.
TV.
Yeah, this is my
He-
70s porn stash. Yes, that's exactly what it is.
He was born March.
Shay said
March.
Jerry fighting with his tools. That live. Yeah, I hear you.
He was born
Go all mom
March
mode.
12th, 1953.
Oh, he's 3 years
He's only 2 years older than me.
Yeah, but he's made over 2,200 movies.
Mm-hmm.
And he's got, so he's 67 years old, and he has
Hey, Larry.
a 40-year career in the movie industry, and he has over $6 million.
Damn.
Just saying. You know, I'm doing this for free, guys. All right?
A normal person will work 20 years and get their $1 million in 20 years normally, and he's worked for 40 and's got 6 million. That's all right.
You
And
you
had
did,
fun doing
Shaylee.
it.
You missed Jerry cutting backwards on his.
With a
I don't
jigsaw.
remember if we were
Boards.
live or not, but he
With-
was cutting boards backwards with a jigsaw,
No,
and he
it's
did a damn
hang-up.
good job of it.
No, Jason, we're not still talking about Mark. They're talking about Ron Jeremy.
It's a close second, though.
Close second.
If I had $6 million and John had a feather in his drawers, we'd both be tickled, you know?
I'd be tickled pink.
or whatever. I mean, that's a little personal.
Steve said watching Jerry with tools isn't bad. Watching him play as a flag is scary.
Hey, Rob, and Denise wants to know what you're doing.
I'm doing good. How are you?
No, what are you doing? Oh, how are you?
Oh, she said
Yeah.
how
Well, okay, I want to know what you're doing.
right now? Nothing.
Yeah.
I want to
Texting
do.
somebody.
No, I'm not.
For once. Hallelujah.
Yeah, for once. But tomorrow I want to do this wood collab that's going on. I think it's on Sunday, and I want to make this moose head out of tumbling tower blocks. So I'm going to be working on that.
Hey, rookie.
Watch me put a rabbit in my hair.
But that trick never works.
Pulls out a line.
Guess I got to get another hat.
So,
well,
tumbling
wait,
tower
Mr.
blocks,
Jim
as
Martin.
in Jenga?
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Oh, you could have just said Jenga.
But that's trademark. That's trademark.
Jason said, I want to touch the curls. Well, tell Karen to curl her hair, Jason. Good
Is
Lord.
that, either that or curl that beer up to your mouth and drink it, because that's the only curls you're going to get.
Oh, 30 seconds in the penalty box, Russ.
I had to help Robin out.
Okay.
Thanks, Russ.
You're welcome.
Okay. Well, since you had her back, that's cool.
No penalties here, but
No penalty. No penalty.
oh my God.
Denise says
Now,
she's
Steve
doing that
said-
one too.
Steve says, don't we
That
all
is Denise,
just-
right? Someday by the
Yeah.
sea.
Don't steal my idea.
Well, it all depends on what your idea is.
Moosehead.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Hey, rookie. That's what started
Is
that.
that,
Yeah.
is that what they're calling it these days?
It's north of the border, Billy.
I don't know any Russo.
It'll be her very first challenge, and she's nervous. Yeah,
I'm so bad.
don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
You got this, Denise.
Mm-hmm.
Tell you the same thing I tell Robin all the time. Just say, I'm going to do it and do it. Just give it your best shot. That's all you can do. Ain't nothing but a
You can
thing.
do it.
Shut up, Jerry.
You can do it all night long.
All night long. There we go.
Oh, no.
Thanks, Larry. Oh, welcome to the show, by the way.
He was in my live earlier, and I put a link to your channel in my chat, John. Told him to come watch you at 8:30. Larry showed up. He's a cool dude. I met him in Branson last year when we went up there for vacation. We spent about 9 hours just chewing the fat, talking about all kinds of stuff. Him and his
Cool,
son.
cool. Well, thank you, Billy, for mentioning me.
Not a problem. What are friends for?
Now, you could all give me
The C
20
is
bucks.
Contreras. His name is Larry Contreras. Now what?
Now, if you
What
could
were
all
you saying,
borrow
John?
me $20.
Oh, gladly pay you on
What?
Friday.
What? What was that? I didn't hear you. What?
Jason said, great, now I want to dance on the ceiling.
Doug said he tried to.
Knock yourself out.
And you will. You get so far up the wall.
Video!
Yeah.
Oh, no worries, Larry. You didn't miss much. We were just gabbing, mostly. Hello again, Doug.
Hi, Doug.
Oh yeah, no worries about being late, Larry, because my shows usually last quite a while.
Yeah, a couple hours.
We all sit here
Anywhere from 2 to 6.
we all sit here mesmerized by the saw blade and just
Yeah,
Kinda.
we usually
And
just
talk
chill.
about anything that comes up.
Mhm.
And
We've
tonight we
had-
started off with food. It usually
Yeah,
ends
it
up
was-
being part of the conversation somewhere.
Yeah.
And tonight it was the beginning.
Well,
well it
okay, so,
but it, sorry.
Go on, Mark.
All I was gonna say was it's a recurring theme. That's all.
Oh, the food
Yeah.
is? Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Because we started out with food, then food went to flocking, so food and flocking, and food
I mean,
and
who don't like to
flocking.
eat?
Yeah,
Hello, Dennis.
and then
Hey, Dennis.
no, we talked about wit as well.
The care
Hey,
package
Dennis.
that Billy got from Doug.
Yeah.
So we did stay on topic for a while.
Yeah.
Flocking with wood.
Yeah. I forgot to tell you, some of the resin stuff that he sent me were in the shapes of fish. I bet there's nearly 24 little resin fishes in that
Yeah.
box.
Wow.
Like there was a couple of pen blanks in there too, wasn't there?
There was two pretty purple pen blanks. I may actually have to use one of them to turn a pen. I haven't turned a pen in a while.
Now, that's something I haven't done in a while is mess around with resin. I got to get back into it. I'm 5 more tasks to do.
It's Larry.
Finish up this shit.
Cool.
Picked up the paint today. I start spraying in the morning.
It'll be done tomorrow night. then.
So that means Monday you can actually start moving stuff in there and start working.
No, I still got to lay flooring.
Oh, well, what are you waiting on?
Still got to lay flooring. Paint. It's a process. I've been at this for just a little over a year now. And it's getting there. But I'm about 6 months ahead of what I thought I would be.
I almost always color my tubes with resin, Doug. Especially after I drill a hole in it and hold it up to the light and see what it's going to look like, maybe. I might have to check that video out. Dennis's walking stick. Has anybody seen it?
No,
I have not. No.
not yet. Anyways, I don't remember seeing a notification for it. It says use that walking stick every day.
I haven't used my cane yet. But I didn't make it because I need it. I made it because I was going to keep one of the 6 I made.
See, I was looking at those little fish that you sent him, Doug. What I thought would be kind of fun to do would be to make some small ones, about maybe 1/2 to 3/4 of an inch long, and put them in ice cube trays when you freeze ice, for your next party and what have you.
That
Just
would
have
be
little fish, frozen fish in the ice in the ice cubes.
Yeah. Those probably were ice cube trays for making fish ice cubes.
Yeah. No what? There's a CNC project in that.
Oh, they were candy mold. Sorry.
Resin stick to HDPE?
No,
I wouldn't think so.
no, does not.
Of course, I could just use the HDPE to make a positive and then use silicone to make the negative. Thanks for the video idea, guys.
Not a problem.
No charge.
Yeah.
Advice is free. Very often you get what you pay for.
Yeah, yes.
So
We
when you
didn't say
take
it
my
was good,
advice,
by
you
God.
got to be careful.
I could do all kinds of things. I mean, like flies. Put fly in a ice cube. Yeah.
Ooh.
Little resin cockroaches.
I
Okay.
was swallowing when you said that.
Yeah.
God.
I will return shortly.
Okay, but don't call me shortly.
Don't call me Shirley.
Don't even look at me like that, Billy. Not after the stuff you've posted. Don't even try it.
Oh, you like those, did you?
Yeah, don't even try it. You've heard of dad jokes. He's got granddad jokes. Oh, my God.
Oh. I can imagine.
Yeah, Doug, I don't know what that is. It's kind of like gnats and mosquitoes and little flies. What is it about wet paint or a wet finish that attracts them? There won't be a bug around for miles until you start spraying. Then all of a sudden it's like, swoop, here they come.
I know.
I don't know what the deal is with them. What I've taken to doing for small projects, because my shed is so small, I have to spray outside right now. Is I went down to Walmart and I got dish covers for when you're out at a picnic or what have you. It's like a little umbrella without the handle. And it's just a little net that you set over the top of the project after you finish spraying. Just set it over that and it keeps bugs and dirt and yuck off of it.
Yeah.
And they're cheap. It's like, I think they're like $6 for a pair of them, something like that.
Is that Robin's phone?
Uh-huh.
Has to. Everybody else has theirs on silent.
Sorry.
Yeah, Doug, that's lacquer and shellac both. They seem to love the smell of.
Maybe the odor.
But I'll tell you, those little dish covers work really well. I think I have one in here. Do I? Yeah, I need to come in here and commit a neatness with a vengeance. It's one of those cases of I know I got it. I just don't know where it is. Yeah, Larry, a fan in the shop does help, but some of the mosquitoes around here, they just surf off of the fan. I mean, catch the air current and zip on faster.
Yeah.
That tree is so pretty.
He's getting some good detail in it for sure.
I think that's what I'm gonna put in though. Just to accent it. It's not a, full
Right.
detail tree. Accentuated though.
What?
Larry says he's got 5 frogs living in his shop that help too. We had geckos when we were stationed over in Hawaii, and they eat heck out some bugs. I'll tell you, geckos were cool.
Jason's asking anybody got thoughts on a Glowforge Plus.
I don't have one. I've never used one, but it came up in my suggested on YouTube earlier today, and I watched about the first half of it. The guy was too goofy for me, but the information was good. He's had his Glowforge for about 6 months, and he said the major issue with it is it's very loud, and the software for it is behind a paywall. And you've got 2 levels that it's all web based. Excuse me. It's web based, and you go in and you design and what have you. He said some very, very simple tasks like rotating and repositioning are behind the pro paywall. For the basic, it's like $20 a month, but for the pro level, it's $50 a month. And he had major heartburn with that because he says basically you spend a couple of grand on the machine, then you're kind of held hostage by the paywall situation with the software to use it. Not only that, when you get your design into the software, you get it all set and ready to go, it has to upload to their server and process on their server before it'll come back down to your machine and cut.
Yeah, that sounds like too much of a pain.
Now, there's a workaround for that in that you pay the $50 a month for the pro, you get express processing.
Wow.
And that just sounds kind of shady to me.
I don't like those subscription things.
Hello,
Yeah,
Chris. Chris Nealon's in the house.
Hi, Chris.
Hey, Chris. No ice cream tonight, but 2 martinis made that worthwhile. Okay.
Scotch.
They got a couple of them on Facebook Marketplace, Jason.
Coffee.
A couple of Glowforges.
Oh, that scotch is good. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, for that much money, there are other options out there. I was not impressed with. I hesitate to say the way they treat their customers because, according to him, they're very good to their customers. But that paywall thing really bothered me.
Are you talking about the Glowforge?
Glowforge, yeah.
If I was going to spend that kind of money, I'd just add some to it and get an epilogue. You're not going to beat it.
Yeah. I don't know anything about the epilogue.
Marketplace too.
I don't know anything about the epilogue either. I was just talking about. He asked about the Glowforge specifically, and that came up. That video came up in my suggestions. Mm-hmm. It was a 6 month review of the Glowforge.
It's 12-year-old Glenlivet, Chris.
I can touch base on epilogue because it's the coolest laser I ever saw.
Yeah,
they've been around a while. They're actually a company too.
Yeah.
Do what, Russ?
There's epilogues were the first ones that came out, I think.
Yeah, they're the granddaddies.
Yeah.
And I do know that I called the guy up to do a demo, or actually I put my name in information package, and the guy actually came up from Edmonton, and I was working out of town, so he came to the shop. I said meet me in the shop, so he was at the shop, and he set his lasers and everything up, and he took them with him, and I come back, and then he did his demo, and he showed the boss everything, and the boss was like, whoa, what the hell is this? I'm like, oh, he just came here to show me some stuff. Like, you don't have to buy anything. He goes, okay, no problem. So he went through his thing and everything else, and basically he uses Corel, and it's just like copy paste or drop and drag right from Corel into the epilogue software, and it's freaking quick and simple and blah 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 blah. And you can buy the small one, and you can get the one with the open doors with the roller trays going through. Does red everything else, and it's like full intricate detail, like minute details. Like
Oh
he
yeah,
did one of those Aztec calendars, right?
yeah. I
And
saw one of those done.
yeah, the Aztec calendar was only like 3 inches around, but everything
Ooh,
was in it. And it was
perfect.
just totally amazing. And I'm like, well, how much is it? He goes, well, for you, because you're Canadian, blah 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 blah. Here's your pricing, and he gave me the pricing on the 24, the 36, and the 48, and then he gave me pricing on the roller machine for it as well, for doing cups and baseball bats,
Cups.
Hmm.
and you can do it on glass mugs and etching and everything else, right?
Hmm.
And I said, oh, that's kind of expensive because you bought, I think it was like 4 grand. No, at the time, it's 3 grand because it was about 3 or 4 years ago. And you know what? I'm actually kicking myself for not actually getting one
Yeah.
Yeah,
because now it's almost twice.
they're expensive.
Yeah. Epilogue
But
is pricey, but they're
They're
a
good.
very good brand.
Yeah, it's a good
and
brand.
their customer service is so good.
Hmm.
And I mean, because about 4 months later, the boss actually bought one off another guy that had an engraving company. So he bought one used off him, and I'm like, well, if I had known that, I would have bought that one instead. And it still came with the exact warranty had he bought brand new. And
Ah,
even though he bought it used from somebody else, it basically the warranty started brand new and transferred
Hmm.
when it got sold.
Yep.
The guy came out, did a service on it, and made sure everything was working properly, because that's how they will take care of their machines for their people.
But not only
yeah.
that, if you go to Epilogue's website, they also sell pre-owned machines, previously owned
Yes,
machines.
Yeah.
it's not that strong a storm, Chris. It'll be all right.
So, but
It's pretty
for
weak.
I was not impressed with Glowforge. He said that the product that it creates is it's very good, but for the money he paid for it, he knows he could have got a lot more from something else, or he should have gone with the epilogue. And I've heard
Pinter,
that from a couple of different people.
a pin turning friend of mine had one of the older, smaller epilogues. It was still in excellent shape. He used it
Mhm.
all the time, and he was getting ready to move. He was retiring. He was a lieutenant colonel, and he was going to let me have his used epilogue for 500. This was in 2007, and that was dirt cheap. I just didn't have the 500 cash.
Yeah,
Hmm.
I hear you. I hear you. I've only had experience with one laser. I got one of those cheap imported K40 lasers. Steve and I bought it about the same time. Steve Nealon from Harneal Media, and he's still using his. He loves it. He works the
He's
heck out of
upgraded.
that thing.
He's upgraded the hell out of it though too.
Oh, yeah, he's done some modifications to it for sure, but it has worked for him. I mean, almost straight out of the box. Mine was freight damaged to the
Mm.
point to where they took it back 20 days out of the return period. And when they received it, they got it back. They were like, "Oh yeah, there's absolutely no way you'd have got a quality result out of this," you know. So they refunded my money, had zero issues with it. But
I remember
I
you talking about that one. Yeah.
I had it just long enough to realize that it was too small for me. So I never ordered another one.
Mm.
If I got one, I'd probably have to have Steve build it up for me, and then teach me how to use it.
If you can use something like Corel Draw or Inkscape,
Well, I
um,
mean,
then you're fine. In fact, that's what I used. I used
I
Inkscape,
can,
and then
I can be dangerous in GIMP.
and the controller software was something called K40 Whisperer, and it's real easy. I mean, it's just outlines. You're just drawing outlines. And I believe it's you color the lines red to cut through the material, blue to engrave the material. And that's it. It was very simple. I mean, I've got a few projects here that I made, but I never got an accurate cut out of it. And the mirrors wouldn't line up, and it was running at like 1/4 power. It wouldn't cut through clear acrylic. And I mean, Steve was cutting out nylon washers and stuff like that, cutting out plastic and what have you.
Hello, Bob.
So, hi, Bob. I got your message. No, I'm not around. I'm over here. Havasaurus
Javi.
Rex, what's going on? I haven't seen you in
Hello,
forever.
Bob. Hello.
Hello,
Hi,
down
Bob.
there, hubby.
Long time no talk to, buddy. How you doing, pal? I've got an 8mm video reel I need to send to you.
Holy
you
cow,
converted
Hobby,
it
look
to
at
me.
that. Hobby's here.
Havasaurus Rex.
Hey, Hobby.
Well, the chap just screamed past. Jerry said, "Oh, Shay, did you hear that? Now I have to get a laser and see if I can not touch it." God, Jerry.
It's real easy to not touch it.
Hi,
Close
Steve.
the door and leave it alone. Don't
You
monkey
going to
with it.
bed already, Steve? Good Lord, what, you got to work tomorrow?
Well,
Sorry, pal.
isn't Saturday stripper days? No, that was Friday. Friday's stripper days at work, isn't they?
I think he probably does, Larry. Larry says, Mark, I think Jimmy DeResta uses those programs on his CNC for cutting steel.
I think he uses Cut 2D for his plasma cutter. I think he uses Vectric Cut 2D. I may be wrong there.
And
the
Lynn's
brand of
handcrafted
plasma
wood
cutter he
signs
has.
is in. Hello, Lynn.
Hey, Len.
Sorry, Mark.
Hi,
Didn't mean to
Lynn.
run over
Hey,
you.
Bob.
Hey.
Look, everybody's coming in. Wow.
I just
Yeah,
wanted to say
man.
hi
Hey.
before it got past me.
Yeah, I think the movies just got out. We had a sudden influx.
Oh, movies are out. We're going to do. Hey, let's watch on.
I know it's 10:30 for you guys, Doug, but it's Friday night.
Living it up, living it up. Oh, yeah.
And everything's all right. All right.
Oh, Lord. Here we go.
Well, it's real easy, Jerry. Don't monkey with it. Think of it as a spinning saw blade. You don't have to touch it.
He touches his
Leave it alone.
He touches his bandsaw blade.
Well, when you touch your bandsaw blade, touch the backside.
I just don't monkey with it. That's easy. Leave it alone. It's fine.
Says he can't help himself, though.
My granddaughter's making mayonnaise chocolate cake.
Then you deserve everything you brand.
If I get a good mayonnaise cake,
Cupcake.
I'd be happy. Those things are good, and they don't taste like mayonnaise.
No, she's
moist.
using the mayonnaise chocolate cake recipe and making cupcakes.
Yeah, they're moist.
Yeah, I mean,
I had one guy make me one once, back when I worked in the oil field. His wife made those, and he brought it to work. I said, "My God, this thing was
damn.
good."
Well,
Sorry to hear that, Steve.
Jerry, when you do touch it, just make sure it's a pattern that you like, because it's going to be burnt into the back of your hand or whatever you touch it with. And that was not a challenge.
Oh, it's like a tattoo, Jerry.
Kinda. More like a brand.
Yep.
I remember my first laser was red. I pointed at the cat.
Yeah.
Not quite as powerful.
Which brings about an interesting question. I think if Batman really, really, really wanted to catch Catwoman, all he needed was a laser pointer.
Yep.
Yeah.
Lynn, what kind of handcrafted wood signs? Do you freehand router carve or what?
John, did you send Javi a link? If you want to, I will.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Like the pattern from Google Images.
He got it out of his head, man.
I drew it. I just drew it by hand. It's all freehand work. Oh, hold on a sec. I got a call.
Can you smell what Jerry is cooking? Yeah, himself.
Yeah.
Oh,
Smells
there
like
she goes.
40-year-old man in here. What you cooking? Me.
40.
Oh, I'm being nice. I don't know how old Jerry is. I know he's younger than me.
Yeah, he's younger than us, but he ain't 40.
No, okay.
He's got a little bit more seasoning in him than that.
Okay.
Jason said he got some more spray glue. You gonna do your hair with it, Jason?
And you Gorilla Glue. Didn't you get the memo? Okay, Jerry's
We
out.
ain't got any hairs, man.
Have a good night, Jerry.
Bye, Jerry.
See you, Jerry.
Night, Jer. Take it easy, buddy. Oh, cool. Yeah, I freehand. When I do signs, I usually freehand router carve. But now I got a scroll saw. I may do both.
Oh, it's
But I like the router carving a little bit better. I think though.
Howdy, folks.
This hobby.
Alvasaurus,
Javi.
what's up?
Yeah, same old, same old.
Oh, here we go.
Man, I ain't seen you in forever.
That's what it feels like these days.
You serious?
Ah, yeah. I've been watching your
Man,
show
look at
on
that.
occasion,
It's hobby.
Thank you. Appreciate
as
it.
always. And every one of my shows, I always plug you.
Oh, well, thank you. I appreciate that.
I had a show some time ago on the with the new 11, and I was giving some tips, and every other sentence was, "If you really want to know the details, watch."
Dude, I haven't gotten into it yet. This
Oh,
is
you're
gonna-
kidding!
This
I just
this
assumed.
this Sunday is going to be my first video on version 11.
I'm in love with it.
I've been too busy to even play with it.
Well, preaching to the choir over here. But on a happy note, John, you'll be happy to. Well, everybody, I guess you'll be happy. Well, I don't know whether you'll be happy to hear it or not, but I should be breaking ground in October. I am going up Tuesday. I bought my tractor, bought my steel building. All the plans are finalized, so I will be submitting them Tuesday for the permit. So it's time finally to start building.
It's about time.
So
What
you're
the
gonna-
hell?
So you're gonna make the steel building into a house?
No. The steel building won't come for another 8 or 9 months. It's going to be my shop / garage, 40 by 80. And
Show
then
off.
the house is going to be 40 by 80 as well. So
Show off.
no, it's my wife. Oh, I don't think she realizes yet that the square footage is equivalent to my shop and the house.
40 by 80. That's not a very big house.
No. Well, it's actually 55 by 65.
What you don't know, Billy, is it's 4-story. No.
No. That's the beautiful thing about having acreage.
That's
Finally,
still
you got to
not
spread
super-
out.
That's 3,500 square feet. So that still isn't bad.
Yeah, it's going to be what the heck did I? Let's see. I had 4 rooms, 3.5 bath. Later, I'm going to add a pool house next to the pool, but that's a whole other phase. That's when I can afford that part. That's likewise the driveway, but the house and the shop are going to get started soon. And
Yes, Lynn, I do.
And the funny part is, because of the prices in wood going up, I had the architect switch from 2x6 stick frame to just CMU to concrete block, and I shied away from it because wood was cheaper. Even though I wanted brick, block, wood was cheaper, and it's a lot easier for me, 280 pounds or 270 pounds and 55 years old. It's a lot easier for me to put to build a stick frame than it is laying 2,600 pieces of cinder blocks. But looks like I'm going to get some exercise.
How would the styrofoam block compare, or do they do that anymore?
Oh God, it's ridiculously expensive. Yeah, the ICF,
my brother used to build those.
Oh, they're fantastic. I'd love to have. I mean, that's basically living in an ice box. I'd never have to worry about, the
Yep.
electricity but it's like 3 times the cost. Yeah, it's a shame. But well, I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to every little bit of it once I get started. Well, hey, Monday I'm picking up the tractor. So if you don't
So,
see me on a live somewhere, I'll be you'll see a YouTube video of me tearing out some stumps, which is
hey,
always fun.
Javi, get a
Yeah.
sawmill. You can mill up your own construction materials.
I
There you
eventually I plan to. It's just right now financing is less than I hoped it would be, so I am really trying to. As it is, I'm about 40, 50,000 short. No big deal. I'll stick it on a credit card, and then when I sell this house, it all
Yeah.
gets paid off. But as it is, I'm really trying to scrape every penny
Yep.
to.
I'd love to have a sawmill.
Oh my God! So would I. So would I.
I don't even want a real big one. Just I want a sawmill.
I decided when I was in that rabbit hole, I looked and my ideal one to buy is the Woodland Mills. I think they're in Canada, I believe. But they have
That's beautiful,
distributorships
John.
everywhere. That's gorgeous.
Pretty John.
That is awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome.
Sweet.
Nice.
Thanks.
I love it.
Are you gonna leave it white or are you gonna stain it?
He's got to paint it green.
Sacrilege.
Say it in Krylon.
I'm gonna leave it raw so they can paint it whatever color they want.
Yeah,
What?
I hear you, Bob.
They're gonna paint it?
No, they're not gonna paint it.
Oh,
John doesn't
I
paint
might put-
wood, Robin. You
I
know
might-
this.
I don't know.
I
He
might.
said they.
I might use a pecan stain on it.
There you
Pecan?
It's not pecan.
go.
Pecan is what you keep under your bed
Send
for
it
cold
down
morning.
here, and I'll put that stain on it for you.
Pecan.
Pecan.
I know, it's bugging you guys. Jeez,
Yeah, it is.
relax.
That's his revenge for us saying to paint it.
It's pronounced pecan.
It bull sure ain't.
Maybe in Florida.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe in Florida.
I don't know. Yeah, it's probably pronounced that way over here because according to the news, everybody around here has COVID. I haven't met
over
one
here,
person
too?
yet.
Yeah, they've got
But
several of them
everybody.
over here now. 30%
Everybody
of our
has it, don't
hospitals
they?
are full up with them.
Nah, I haven't met a single person who has it over here.
They're in the hospital. That's why.
Yeah. Or
Hi,
dead.
Nancy.
Hey, Nancy.
Hey, Nancy.
Well,
Evening,
I
Nancy.
had it, Javi, and it nearly killed me.
Yeah, no, it's a rough thing. I had it for about 2 days myself, and I mean, and I was well, I got vaccinated far later, but I believe it's a true thing. It's not like it's like not, it's not like I'm denying fact, but
Ooh.
the exaggerations that the TV is just showing is just nuts. Not of the disease itself, but of again
Overhype.
the overhype.
Very
And I get it.
overjazzed,
It's
Doug.
necessary. I wish everybody was vaccinated. I'll say that. And I understand that's why they're trying to do it. At least I think that is, but it's crazy.
Randy Green's in from Facebook. Hello, Randy. Larry just
Yeah,
asked
Randy.
Doug,
Hello, man.
how can I build a steady rest for a single tube lathe? The quick answer, Larry, is don't try it. I hate single tube lathes. I just do. You don't have any real secure way to clamp anything onto it. I still don't understand how the banjo keeps from flopping all over the place, or the tool rest for that matter. Some single tube lathes I've seen do have a channel running either in the bottom or the top, typically the bottom. But still, there's no good way of clamping. No. I'm no.
So, Bill, you're saying no, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's just
Pretty
me
emphatic
talking here, but it sounded very negative.
Yeah, he's pretty
Yeah.
emphatic with it.
My best advice is throw it away and buy another lathe. That sounds cold, but yeah, that's the best
Bob
I
said
can
he
do.
had one of those lathes.
Okay, so if Bob actually had one, he might be a better person to ask than me.
Well, but I think the
said
key word
had.
in that is
Had.
had. Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably put it to the street a
Doesn't
long
Bob-
time ago.
Doesn't Bob have a Nova now? Did he buy a Nova lathe?
I'm not sure what kind of lathe he's got.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there,
Got the
there it is.
Nova lathe. Okay.
Oh,
I know he's got
yeah.
a Nova car.
Yeah.
but
No, he's got a Nova lathe. He bought the
Yeah,
Nova
yeah.
because it said Nova on it.
Yeah.
Nova.
It's a good thing he didn't speak Spanish.
Mhm.
Yeah. That's why I got rid of my Nova. Just saying.
And now I'm shopping around. Man, talk about not a 180, but a 90 maybe. I was all in the woodworking. Now I'm shopping around for grapplers and tractor implements. It's fun.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Take plenty of video.
Oh, I plan to. I look forward to it. I really do.
So, Javi, you're not soldering and freaking melting wires together today?
No, I've had it with the. I mean, I haven't had it. It's just I just sold my 400th box the other day, and
Man.
Are you serious? 400
It
boxes.
seems like it was 200 last time I heard, man.
yeah,
golly.
it was
Well,
last time I
see
talked to you. Well, last time Russ was like 280 or something like that, 290. But yeah, it's. I mean, I got a lot of. It's a team. That's the thing. With any business, you build a team and you have a good team. And I got what. It just so happens it was the perfect storm. I had a bunch of extra parts, so I was forced to. I couldn't just quit, and so I had a bunch of extra boxes, and I had a bunch of people from my other business that were, well, because of COVID, out of work. Had to give them something to do, so I had to put together boxes, and I had two of the salesmen go out and look for sell on maker spaces here locally, and it's just been. I don't touch them anymore. I haven't. I think I've soldered two of them. All of them go through my hands, so I quality control them all because it's my name. But other than that, it's
Hey,
just.
Russ, you remember back in the day when he was like, oh, okay, oh look guys, I just box number 16.
Yep.
Yeah.
Now it's just.
I bought these parts from Japan. I get enough here to make the 24 of them.
Now what you do is when
Yep.
you get up to 1,000 sold, is you license the name and sell it off to a manufacturer.
That's the tough part. Is it's all well. I guess I could. I don't know. I don't
Well,
think the name's
somebody-
worth that. Hobby Box is not. Yeah, I don't know.
Well, you get up to
Just something
1,000
we're good
sold.
Cubans to be good to go.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, no. What happens is it's mostly Cubans here in Miami buying them because they think it's a hobby box. I'll buy a
please.
hobby box.
Oh, please.
Hey, I can rag out of my own kind.
Oh my.
I don't know, but I'm actually considering because one of the guys wants to go back to the other thing he was doing to answering calls. He likes it better. I've been considering putting on pause until after I finish the. I don't know.
Tell you the truth,
I don't know.
can't wait till that bitch is out of my life. And I can't wait.
I'm working on pickups.
There's Teresa.
Yep. And she can't wait.
She can't wait.
Can't wait.
I can't wait. I can't wait.
Having problems with her dad passed without a will, so
Oh,
his
no.
wife wants to sell the property and has given it away, and since he didn't have a will, she's got a say so in it. So that put the kibosh on that, and they've been clashing between them. Oh, it's rough.
Yeah.
I bet.
He's got he had a 40 by 50 metal shop on that property, and I would have liked to have had it, but she talked to the people that had put in a bid to buy it. It was a home builder, and we were told that they were going to demolish it, and so I said, well, hell, if they're just going to demolish it, they don't want it, well, we just go get it. And now she talked to the lady tonight, and it's, if that buy would have gone through, that they're actually going to keep it. So, well, so much for that idea. You're not going to get it for cheap then.
Yep.
Yeah.
They're trying to get it for dirt cheap. And then I told her, I said, I don't think it's a good idea. And that's your dad's legacy. So that's where that lies. And she's been back and forth with her tonight, so she ain't in a good mood. I don't know, though.
Bob was telling me about the live stream, John, and I'm going, why didn't I get a notification? This is the third time I have resubscribed to your channel. It frustrates me every now and then when YouTube just drops people.
Yeah, they've been dropping my subscribers like flies.
It's like, why do they do that? Yeah.
Maybe that's why I got such low subscribership. So I don't know.
I don't know. I haven't even looked at mine because I haven't been pushing it like I used to, and the whole focus is on the house now.
Yeah, it's got to be.
Yeah.
That's where you live. It's got to be.
This is true.
I had to back off to 2 videos a month for this shed build.
I was going to ask because the last time I saw your last time I was watching you religiously, you were doing the shed and the ditch, and you were talking about the rocks in Oregon and everything, and there were fires going. Oh my God, it's been ages.
Yeah,
Tell me what's
last year.
happened.
Well,
Okay.
I bought the paint for the inside today. I'm gonna spray that tomorrow, and then I'm down to finishing touches and flooring. I should be able to start moving tools in about 2 weeks.
So it's empty at the moment. You don't have anything in it.
Well, I've got my table saw in there. I went
Okay.
and got my table saw out of storage.
Right.
Doug's you have to watch their videos ever so often, or they drop you. That sucks.
Yeah, it does.
That's weird. And
Larry said so they don't have to pay you anymore. That's exactly right,
Yeah.
Larry. They were.
that's true.
Well, John's not
I was-
monetized. At the
I
moment.
was
Yeah, I'm not
getting
getting
$100
monetized
every
yet.
3 months. Boy, I was really raking in the money. Now I'm getting 100 every 6 months.
That's about what I'm at now. Every 6 months. That's about right. I think I've gotten my second paycheck. Woo!
Yeah.
And how many hours of video have I filmed from the beginning?
Doesn't seem like it's worth it, does it?
Well, I don't know. I think I'm up to 0.002 cents an hour. It can only go up.
Can't
Wrong.
hardly go much further down, can it?
Gotta promote it.
Well, they hit zero.
Yeah.
Gotta promote it.
Oh yeah. The worst thing is like John was asking me about the soldering. I haven't been soldering on a regular basis anymore. I've been going up and down and stuff and I cleared out all the bamboo. All the bamboo's gone. At least that part's that's
a sight
a
to
plus.
see.
You know it's gonna
Holy
go
crap.
back, right?
Doug said his dropped from 3,000 a month to 400.
Jesus,
What's
what
that?
a drop.
Doug's YouTube check dropped from 3,000 a month to 400.
Yeah.
And he's got over 100,000 subs. That's just nuts.
That's why.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've never been at $3,000 a month. I've never broken $1,000 a month. But my revenue is cut in half, and that's basically because I cut the number of videos I put out per month in half.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, for me
I'm
it was
trying to focus on this.
I'm worried about getting dropped because I'm at 4,100 hours now, I was up to like 5,500 hours, and that's because of broadcasting 3-4 times a month. My regular Saturday show, and then the Monday, Wednesday, Friday, just 2 hours of BS. But hey, BS that people watched.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but
I
Welcome
was
to the
doing.
club.
what's that?
Welcome to the club.
Yeah, hey, this
I
is
was-
enjoyment. This
I
is
was
hanging out
putting
with
out-
friends, is what it is.
I was putting out a video a week, and
Yep.
then see the video went live at 7 in the morning Eastern, and
Yeah.
then at 3 in the afternoon Eastern, I'd have a Q&A session about that
Right.
video.
You're not doing the Q&As anymore?
Yeah, I still do
Oh,
a
okay,
Q&A.
yeah.
I do a Q&A every week. Every other week,
week,
it's open Q&A. And it lasts anywhere from 40 minutes to an hour. And then, but I put out a video every other week.
Yeah. Yeah, now I'm going to start cranking out the videos because now I've got the build. So, but in fact, I'm renaming the channel from Javi's Woodshop to Javi Unboxed because I figure, well, it's more apt to, because I'm always outside the box on everything, so I might as well just stick with that name.
But
But
if Yeah, Larry LC Woodwork saying,
Owen?
but yet
Yeah.
these kids that are destroying cars and boats are making millions. Yeah,
Mhm.
if you want to make money on YouTube, the how to and style section is not the way to go.
True.
I mean, you got people that start reaction video channels this week that'll have 100,000 subscribers before Christmas.
yeah.
you take
Yeah.
you take the free clips from other channels that allow content to be rebroadcast, and you make top 10 lists all day long, and that's it. And you become one of these Mojo or one of these other things that the top
Yeah.
10 lists that get constantly referred to.
Eloy and I brought him the idea. I said we ought to start doing a music reaction video. He's like, dude, we've heard all the music there is. I'm like, no, we go over to YouTube's audio library and we react to their music. We can't get a copyright strike.
You know the rabbit hole. Yeah, that's true.
Billy does have a good drink. Listen, Robin,
That's funny.
you are aware that drinking alcohol through a straw will make you loopy faster, right?
It's small. You know how tiny it is.
Just
That's like
saying.
drinking tiny wine. You know how fast tiny wine gets you drunk? Look how small those are.
Well, isn't that supposed to be the point?
Yeah.
Get loopy faster. That works.
Hey, Robin.
Larry said you guys have to show more TNA. Yeah, that would run
Right.
Robbers off.
That's the other
Drinking-
problem.
Try drinking one of these through a cocktail straw. See how drunk it gets you. See how fast it gets you.
Oh, it'll knock you for a loop.
That's the other problem there, Larry. I don't have the legs for it.
There you go.
Yeah, I'm not.
I can
trying
show
to lose you,
TNA,
that was
but-
Larry.
I don't have any.
Doug says, did she just say that out loud?
Yep.
He did.
She don't have any what?
TNA.
I meant vodka.
I wasn't going there. I went the other direction.
And why don't I have more subscribers out of this? Come on, people. Jeez.
You got to promote it.
Tell all your friends.
Yeah.
Share the links out. Jeez.
You
Yeah.
got to flash some cleavage, John. Come on.
I tried. I got this stupid T-shirt on.
What's
You know,
that
like,
high
I get
neck?
this, I get
Yeah,
this
it's
stupid,
that
I get
high
this
collar
farmer's
on the
tan.
t-shirt.
I get this farmer's tan going on.
Looks like a
Nobody
head
wants to see
transplant.
that. Nobody wants to see that.
You know what? You want to talk a channel that you don't think it gets a lot of videos, but for some reason, I got into a rabbit hole recently, and I have been watching this guy nonstop. The cryptic something or other, Sudoku. I got to be watching 4 hours daily of this guy, this English guy solving Sudoku puzzle. I'm enjoying it. I'm having a blast.
People get into the weirdest things. There are channels out there that people go down to the convenience store and they buy scratch-off tickets. The lottery
He's got
scratch-off
400,000 subscribers.
tickets. Yeah.
From
It's
doing
just-
Sudokus?
from doing Sudokus.
Does he get them
And
right
let
all
me
the
tell
time,
you,
though?
I watched one or two, and I'm hooked. I'm fascinated. I mean, because the techniques and just this guy's a brain and a half, and basically I'm watching raw intelligence. Granted, a lot of it is from years of doing Sudoku puzzles. You get a certain rhythm, but he sees the whole board and stuff, and then I'm here watching him, and there's a lot of the stuff I catch because I do Sudoku, but I mean, to be able to think on it's cryptology, and to be able to think on 5 or 6 different levels at the same time, and he doesn't make an error, and it's live. I mean, it's like, what the this guy's, well, like I said, not for everyone.
Well, you can go down the rabbit holes.
If you want a rabbit hole to go down, look up the lock lawyer.
The lock lawyer.
Lock lawyer. This guy gets these lock. He gets these locks shipped into him, and he opens up with keys. Like he picks these locks. That's all his videos are. He picks all these locks without keys.
Oh yeah, I've seen him. In fact, I think you recommended it. This guy. Is this the guy that said, "Oh, this quick set says it's unpickable or whatever," and everybody challenges him to pick one of the locks?
Yep.
That's fantastic. I like that. I like that video though.
I can watch that for hours. I don't know why.
The funny thing is, when I first saw that, I just happened to put in a quick set lock, and I had a Medico, and the Medicos, they say are the best locks around. That's why they're so expensive. Blah blah blah. Well, other than commercial stuff, and then I'm watching him pick all these locks like nothing, and part of me's thinking how insecure. Literally insecure it makes me feel because of the house, how unsecure I should say.
Welcome back.
And the other half of me is thinking, don't be ridiculous. No lock is secure. Break a window. I mean, It's like, it's like if anybody wanted to go through that, that's the point. Is like, if anybody wanted to go, all you got to do is just keep them busy because
locks are there to keep honest people honest.
Yeah.
You eliminate the opportunists.
Yeah, Larry brings up a great point. Look at all these homesteaders making money from feeding livestock that they won't ever eat.
That's kind of on the way out. If you have been watching the homestead trend, it's starting to die down. A lot of people are realizing how much work it really is, and they're selling off their farms.
Yes.
They're selling off their tiny homes. The van life thing is starting to come to an end. People are getting rid of their vans.
But then you got the true homesteaders and the ones that I love watching Outdoor with the Morgans and I mean there's half a dozen ones that I watch. Right. The Red Poppy Ranch but
those guys who jumped on because it was a trend have figured it out. There's been a couple of marriages that have ended over it.
Oh, it's crazy.
And they're kind of it's backing down,
Yep. Evening Midnight.
What never dies though is watching woodworking shows.
Oh, that's classic.
Ready to go get a van.
It's classic.
Why are you going to get a van?
So you can
park it down by the river.
Go do a live video somewhere in the woods.
Oh. Well, have y'all seen Unstoppable Morgan?
Nope.
No.
She's been traveling around the country in an 80-something Bronco, and she has now become huge on YouTube and Instagram, and that's how she makes her living now. She just travels around the country with her 3 dogs in a Bronco, and when it breaks down, she gets on Facebook or Instagram asking for help and YouTube, and somebody will put in the chat.
It always shows up, huh?
Come to my shop. Here's the address, and we'll help you we'll get you back on the road. And it's crazy.
It is. Well, it is an extended family. Did you ever watch Gone with the Winds?
No.
WYNNS. It was a show. I was looking for different mods for my RV when I gutted it and rebuilt it from the inside out. And I was watching a bunch of RV videos back then, 3-4 years ago, and this young couple from Texas, basically got in their RV, traveled the country YouTubing. They've gone through 3 upgrades in their RVs, and about a year and a half, 2 years ago, I would say. Oh, and by the way, a little side note: I ran into them, and I have a picture in Jupiter when I was staying in Jupiter with my family on a vacation, and they just happened to be in next door. I didn't want to, celebrities, you don't want to interrupt their downtime, but I watched the guy walk his cats. They're big on cats. Anyway, they have since sold the RV, bought a sailboat, and have been sailing. Pretty much, I kind of stopped watching them when I'm not into sailing, but
There's a lot of those too. There's a
But, yeah,
lot of sailing channels.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, these guys, it's incredible.
Shay says, as long as I can bring my saw. I know a guy who has a toy hauler RV. It's not a very big toy hauler. It's not a very big RV, but he has a CNC set up back in the toy hauler part of it. And that's what he does. He goes from RV campground to RV campground, and he
Making
makes signs right there on the premises.
Yeah,
Right out of the back of his CNC. So setting up a shop with a scroll saw in the back of a toy hauler would be relatively simple.
Question is, how much money could you actually? Because, I mean, owning
RV
businesses, successful and non-successful for so long, I could tell you the number one key to making money is simple. It's sales, and that means a guy has to go out and hustle.
They
and
are
kind of uncomfortable
retired.
in an RV.
They are retired. They travel around in their RV anyway.
So they
don't
have a large
house.
following. Oh, okay, yeah. So if they're doing
And-
it anyway, yeah.
Yeah, he's doing it. I don't think he's on YouTube.
Yeah, because if somebody were to, if you were to recommend that to somebody for a business plan, I'd say, no.
Oh no, I'm not recommending it to anybody. She just said as long as she can bring her saw, and I'm like, look, if a guy can bring a CNC router in an RV, you
Bring a
can
saw.
ding dong sure bring a scroll saw.
Yep.
So, but they're retired. That's what they do. They travel around, and he pulls out. He's got like a signpost, like from MASH.
Yep.
Such and such, so many miles that way. Such and such, so many miles that way, and he puts out signs and everything, and people just come up to him, and he makes a deal with the RV park. They get a cut from every sale, and it's all well and good.
Yep. Hey, it's look, if you can make a living, a small one, or if you have enough money to and you're retired and you want to do one of these mobile things, more power to you. That sounds like fun, particularly if you want to travel the world. Me, I want to have a shop with 1.5 million tools of every type in there, just because, hey, if I could, if there was a transporter technology and a miniaturization technology, oh man, I'd be traveling the world with my shop in my pocket.
Yeah, well, you and me both. Doug says Carl Jacobson drags a lathe around in a trailer behind his RV.
Yep.
Yes, he does.
We all watch him.
I met up with Carl and Robin up in Grants Pass. It's been a couple years back. It was when they got that vinyl wrap done on their trailer.
Yeah.
And that was about 35 miles to the north. Carl and I went to the same elementary school.
That about the time he got that thing flung in his face.
That was after that.
That was just after that. Yeah.
That was after that. Yeah. And in fact, he did a collaboration with Stone Coat Countertops, and he called me on the phone. Mark, you got to come check out this countertop. Come on, you got to come check it. So I met him over there at Stone Coat
with Mike and the gang.
No, it was just Carl and Robin.
Oh, okay.
And Mike was gone. It was his brother Mitch there. Mike was gone that day. He was out pricing and installing.
I'm planning on sinking some money in Stone Coat Countertops when I get to the countertop build of my.
Yeah.
They're
like I said, about 35 miles to the north of me, so I can just order online and tell them I'll will call and go pick it up.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So we went up there and checked out the countertop that they made in that YouTube collab, and they've got a nice studio. Their studio is cool.
I was thinking about you, Mark, the other day. I don't know why, but every single time
I didn't do
the
it.
talk goes into one of the channels I watch is 8-bit computing. Yeah, because I'm nostalgic and I got to watch those things. Partially for my retro channel, but mostly just because I enjoy it. And every time the subject of the Oregon Trail comes up, just anything, anytime I hear the word Oregon,
My Oregon or Oregon?
Oregon.
O
My
R Y G U N.
my internet took a shist.
Uh-oh.
I had to reboot the Wi-Fi router.
Ruh-roh.
Welcome back.
Thanks.
There you go.
Larry says his idea for channeling was an old FedEx truck with a big 18-foot box, uses a mobile shop, and travel around.
That's the way to do it.
There you go. It can be done.
Oh, speaking of internet, I do not look forward to being on the property without internet, or only with my phone as internet for a while. At least until Elon Musk and their gang gets
Yeah,
down
satellite.
to our area.
Hello, Dave.
Hello, Dave.
Webfoot
Hello,
in the
Dave.
house. Dave Gatton in the house.
David and Dave.
Hi, David.
Webfoot Dave and Dave Gatton.
Hi, guys, and
Gatton,
Robin.
how you doing? Dave,
Yeah.
that should have been hi, Robin and guys. Just saying.
Well,
Yeah.
you know how it
Yeah,
goes.
we got this. We got this CNC show. We got the CNC show going now.
Well, it's 3 against 3 right now.
Well, let's go back to scrolling then.
4.
Yeah. Scroll on.
I'll
Scroll,
pick that bill too.
scroll on. Trademarked. Speaking of which, how is he? I haven't seen him in ages.
Charles?
Charles. I
Ornery as
haven't
ever.
Ornery as ever.
Always.
Yeah.
He's just Charlesing along.
Yep. That's a beautiful thing.
Mhm.
But yeah, I signed up with Elon, and because I've been reading a lot of reviews on for those people who have it. In fact,
Elon
Canada's Canada has Starlink available in all their areas. It's $100 a month. Okay, that's a little steep, but I mean you get 300 megabit speeds, and it's practically the point is I got no other choice because the only service available is CenturyLink up there, and it's
I'm paying
3
90
megabit.
for a gig. You're getting cheated.
Well, all I got is up there is like I said, CenturyLink with 3 megabit.
Yeah, we don't have 1 gig service yet. But we're a little podunk town, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Medford likes to say, well, we're the biggest city in Southern Oregon. And I'm like, yeah, that's like being valedictorian in summer school. You know, 80,000 people does not mean anything. It's not a big city. Heck, our crime rate goes down at night.
Now, what do you call it if you live in a city with 9,000, but next to a city that has 55,000? Is that a big city or not a big city?
The larger city has how many?
The largest, the Villages has up there. The Villages has because obviously not down here. There's 2.7 million. It's ridiculous. The Villages has 55,000. But Lady Lake, which is the adjacent town, has 9.
Okay, so what would I call Lady Lake?
Yeah,
The waiting room for the Villages.
yeah.
Oh, Robin just opened another one.
Uh-oh. I'd say, Billy, I don't think
Somebody's-
the straw is going to have anything to do with it.
Somebody's gonna get crazy tonight.
Well, good for her.
Doug said, "You're in town, Billy." Well, yes, I am.
Yeah, I'm in a town of 7,000 on the outskirts of a town of 85,000. And we're so podunk, it's not even funny. You know, to us, a traffic jam is one logging truck trying to pass another. So,
I live next to US 27, so a couple miles, but
I love my little area right here. We don't really get too much traffic. Within
Right.
a half a mile of me is a grocery store, a gas station, anything I want. Even oh shit, not Michael's, but that other one.
Hobby Lobby.
Hobby
Yeah,
Lobby.
Hobby Lobby. Hobby Lobby's right next to the grocery store. So, and the liquor store is right there too, big one. So, everything I need is right here.
Yeah.
I hate getting out in the traffic. I just do. Well, it's
We're
horrible.
we're about the same. We've got 8 or 10 fast food joints within a stone's throw. Lumberyard I frequent is 1.3 miles down the road. The other direction, I've got Lowe's, Hobby Lobby. I
Yep.
mean, Walmart's
Look,
3 miles away. I mean,
half a mile right by the grocery store, Home Depot.
yeah, I got to go to another town to go to Home Depot. It's a 24-mile drive.
I got to go on the
So-
other side. I have to go on the other side. I've got to go on. Have another scotch, Billy. I think I will.
I'll get my other sty.
I've got to go on the other side of the interstate. No, well, it's not the interstate. It's Loop 1604. So I got to go on the other side of the loop to get to Lowe's. So I don't go over there much anymore.
Yeah.
Used to be the only place I'd go.
Well, I have to drive past Lowe's to go to Home Depot. And Lowe's is 3 miles and Home Depot's 24 miles. I'll go to Lowe's.
Well, I
I-
used to only go to
I
Lowe's.
get 'em in.
I mean,
I get them into bidding wars.
Lowe's is employee owned, and I didn't mind giving them my money at all.
Within 10 miles up there, I got 2 Lowe's, 2 Home Depots, Best Buy, Bed Bath Beyond, every single restaurant you can imagine, from Perkins, Denny's to Roadhouse. It's all in one strip. Yet, compared to where I live now, that's a farm.
Yeah, Doug, we get deer and we get raccoons, an occasional possum or skunk. Not very often, but occasionally.
On the property, I got, let's see, I saw a coyote, a turtle, a couple turtles, and then the usual squirrels, hawks, woodpeckers, tons.
I have deer in my yard nearly every day too, Doug.
Yep.
And I'm in town.
Yeah,
Greg?
you have to be a country person to get this joke. Why'd the chicken cross the road? To prove to the possum that it could be done.
Hey, Greg. That's right. Or in Texas, it's armadillo.
Armadillos.
Armadillo.
Yeah, to
Armadillo.
prove
Speed
that
bumps.
armadillo
Nature
could be
speed
done.
bumps.
Texans don't
It's
slow
still-
down for armadillos or speed bumps.
Back in the 90s, it was not uncommon to see a dead armadillo alongside the road that somebody had turned on its back and put an empty Lone Star bottle in the pod.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Nice.
I noticed Jerry's comment. Yes, Jerry, nothing has changed. You're still I won't say it live.
Oh, why not? We tell him that.
An amazing friend.
Well, it does begin with A.
Oh, and we got
How
a
are
Dollar
you, Jer?
General. We just got a Dollar General.
Oh,
So
man.
we've moved up in the world. Heck, we got a Cracker Barrel 2 years ago, and it made the news. I told you this is a podunk town.
I love me some Cracker Barrel.
When they're broadcasting live from the Cracker Barrel front porch, sitting in one of them rocking chairs,
Oh, yeah.
you know you're in a podunk town.
Yeah, we got one of them, too.
Good times.
Oh, I see somebody mentioned Snow Crusher. Is Greg Azoid here?
Yep, Greg's here.
Yep, there he
Is
is.
there?
What?
The Manitoba
My
Madman
youngest
himself.
daughter just asked me what year I was born.
You don't know? No, that's
Of course I
directed to
know.
his daughter. That's directed to his
Oh, I
daughter.
thought it was going to him.
No,
Directed
not
to
going
him,
to
yeah.
him. That would be my reply. What, you don't know? Thank you very much.
We have wild boar that come through the property from time to time too. But I can legally shoot one if I see one,
There you go.
even though I'm in town.
Cool.
And it will be butchered.
Yep.
You can bet
Fire
your
up the
hinder
smoker.
ender on that. See,
Fire up
even
the
Doug
smoker.
knows what year I was born. Good Lord. Even
Yeah,
one of
who's-
my friends knows.
A little bit before me.
Because you just said some other guy was born in 56 or something like that.
53. He's 2 years older than me.
You're 3 years younger than my wife.
Who is?
You is.
Linda's older than me?
Yeah, she's born in 52.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, she robbed the cradle on you, right?
Yeah, she'd like to think so. I've always been a subscriber to Give Me an Older Woman every time.
Cougar. She's a cougar.
Because they don't yell and they don't tell and oh, they're grateful as hell. So give me an older woman every time.
Well, remember the Bellamy brothers? No, was it the Bellamy brothers? Who was that? Older women.
Yeah.
Are beautiful.
I don't
I
know.
say
If it was,
older women. They understand. Yep.
If you want to be happy for the rest of your life,
yeah. That's a different one.
never make a
I got one. I got one.
That was Ronnie McDowell.
Oh yeah. Right, it was Roddy McDowell. You're right. I don't know why I keep thinking that was the Bellamy brothers. It wasn't. I know better than that. I'm an idiot sometimes. Do. I've been around some, and I have discovered. I ain't gonna say the rest of it.
Bob Lee is a 54 vintage.
Wow, somebody older than me.
Well, you got 10 years on me, Billy.
I think Greg's about my age too, if I remember right. Greg and I are nearly exactly the same
I
age.
think
if I
he's a
remember.
little older than you, ain't he?
Larry said.
If he is, he's only a few months. Greg was born in 55, just like me.
Oh, okay.
Larry said he stopped counting at 26. I say, yeah.
That was a long time ago.
Lauren says it was the Oak Ridge Boys.
In dog
No,
years.
it was not the Oak Ridge Boys.
Now they may have covered it.
They might have, but no, it was not the Oak Ridge Boys.
Ronnie McDowell
it was
released
Ronnie
it in
McDowell.
81.
Yeah, it was Ronnie McDowell.
He says Billy's older.
Well, I may be. My birthday's in July, and I can't. I think Greg's may be like October or November.
Yeah, Larry said he stopped counting at 26
years ago.
Yeah.
Well, I'm celebrating
He's 3 years younger than me then.
when I was 59. I celebrated the 20th anniversary of my 39th birthday.
Yeah.
Yep.
The day I turned 50, my mother was a big stickler for on birthdays. You go over to their house and we all have cake and ice cream, that kind of thing.
See, I was right. October.
My dad was like, "So you're 50?" I said, "Yep." And he
Now,
says,
Greg,
"Okay, just so you know, from this moment on, no matter when you die, you will not die young." I'm just like, "Gee, thanks, Pop. Appreciate that."
So Greg, why can I remember that kind of stuff, and I can't remember people's names when they come in? This is nuts.
I got a good one for you guys. The other day I was talking to my mom, and we were discussing my move over there because she's lived in the same house her whole life. Well, not her whole life, ever since she moved, and my whole life. And she said, "Why do you want to move?" And this and that. It's horrible and stuff. And I said, "I want to move. It's next to the Villages." I was telling her all about this. She goes, "Oh, that place is full of a bunch of old people." And I'm thinking to myself, it dawned on me a few seconds after she said it, and then I politely responded to her. I go, "Mom, you do realize you are older than 95% of the people that you are calling old people." And that's the part I found hilarious, because I'm like at the bare minimum age. It's a 55 and older community, the Villages, most of it. And my mom's 80. So it's like,
Yeah, but
No,
if she's
just a
calling
number.
them if she's calling them old people, then that's a good attitude to have.
oh yeah, she's always had that attitude. But, well, it's a good attitude to a point. there's a point in which you don't accept. I'm not saying accept you're old, but know your limitations.
Oh yeah, definitely. Because I spend a lot of time walking around here going, "Damn, I can't do that no more."
She hasn't learned that yet.
She will. But then again, it also depends on
she's-
who. It also depends on who's around.
She's fallen a few times and she still can't accept that she, no, that she can't run and take out 2 German shepherds at the same time while they drag her across the sidewalk. Oh, no.
What was scary, Doug?
Hey, Steve. I don't see Steve there. Wow.
Wrong soundtrack.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all right. I just hope I'm healthy enough to still use this shot by the time I get the thing done.
All I know is I'm so happy the wood prices have come back.
You
down
will be.
finally.
You'll be in there working in it in a week or two.
You don't see me after I get off of these things, man.
Oh, that's funny.
I go soak
Doug said
myself
that
in a
was
hot
scary, Billy.
bathtub
I
and
said,
just.
"What?" He said you stood up in front of the camera.
Hey, how are wood prices around your area, guys? They already go down?
They're coming down a little bit.
I haven't noticed. I have not bought any wood
Me either.
since it went crazy.
Since it went crazy. Yeah, I did the same thing. I've been getting prices every couple months because of the bills.
Luckily,
Now
I have not bought any wood since it went crazy.
it's just so funny. Now that I went to concrete block, the wood prices have come. It was $283 when before this whole mess started, a 2x4x8, and it was $2.83.
I'm laughing at Doug Harry. I'm sorry.
Oh, $11.50 is what it was at 3-4 months ago. It's down to $3.84 now.
Let me
Crazy.
see
What's
what
Doug
they-
saying? Where is he? Oh, here we go.
He said that was. He said that was scary, Billy, and I said, "What was scary?" And he said, "You stood up in front of the camera." I was afraid for my life for a second.
Okay,
Sorry.
But yeah, it's at least it's good to know that $96 for a 4x8 sheet.
Yeah,
That's
Yeah,
crazy.
just nuts. I
That's-
got lucky and I bought all the wood last September. I bought all the wood I needed for the kitchen island that I built before the prices went up. I was so thankful.
Okay, yeah, they're come back down now. 2x4 here is going for $362.
Yeah, they've I
They're
checked it
coming way
a
down.
month ago, but yeah, and plywood also has come down. Thank God for that.
Yeah, it's dropped $8. A sheet of half-inch plywood dropped $8
Larry
over the
said
last week.
Larry said it's down to double what it was 2 years ago. That's down to double what it was 2 years ago. So
Yeah.
Uh,
it was ridiculous.
now 2x4. Oh no, take that back. Never mind.
BC 2x3/4 is at 43, it was at 32 when it started. But hey, I'll take it. That's good. That's a decent price.
Doug said he recently priced a pole barn at $22,000. Got a call the other day saying material dropped and it was now $18,000 for a
Yeah.
30x40.
That's getting
It's
better.
crazy. The all the wood for the for the house build when it was stick frame came out to $9,000 more than if I were to do concrete block, and that's why I switched to concrete block. Now it's only $5,000 more, but oh well, little by
But
little. I'm sticking with concrete. I've always wanted it to be concrete. Now I just had an excuse.
Yep. Doug for 2x4, $362. Okay.
Hey, if anybody feels like exercise and they want to come down to Central Florida,
384 up here.
in about
Billy's
probably
already given his exercise to
3, 4, 5 months, I'll be needing some help. Well, I could always use some help laying 2,500 concrete blocks. I mean,
I would rather take an ass whipping than do masonry.
I'll be doing it all myself because the thought of paying $8,500 for the labor alone for that house just
I would rather examine myself with a handful of cockleburrs. Thank you very much.
Ooh, that's no
I
fun.
don't do masonry work, and I don't do plumbing, and I don't do roofing.
I don't do
Actually-
cockleberries, but I do everything else.
Actually, I do cockleburrs, not cockleberries. I actually do masonry
cockleburrs.
work. I don't do repair plumbing, at least not very well. Because when I get done with my repair plumbing, I have to call a plumber, and it costs me twice what it would if I just called him in the first damn place.
The only thing I try to stay away from is any type of plumbing, drainage plumbing, after the first use. I don't mind. I don't mind. I don't mind laying. I don't mind laying a septic tank. Sinking the septic tank brand new. I don't mind connecting all the plumbing. That's a piece of cake. Certainly I don't mind the supply side, but after that first flush, no thanks. Roto-Rooter.
Yep, that's why those guys get the big money.
That's why they
I'm
get the
not
big bucks.
understanding Shay's question, John.
Wait,
She's having a
we have
block.
we have a scrolling question.
Yes,
What show do they think this is?
but I don't understand part of it. So I need you to translate.
Well, Shay's having a problem. She's having a mental block right now. Let she know what to cut next before she does a 9/11.
Oh, I'm having a mental block. I got you.
Yes.
Yeah, not a block
But-
of wood, a mental block.
No. But
I misunderstood
what about
that as
cutting
well.
cutting one of your tree animals, your animal trees.
Yeah.
You've been standing all day. Oh, your cedar pieces. Oh, you know what? If you can find, I can't remember who went out right now, but a saw, an old hand saw, pattern in one of those. One of those on your cedar boards. That'd be cool. If you want to do that one of those.
Make yourself a shop clock.
Hey, I'm going to be tearing out in about a week or two, 9 or 6, 9 or 6, great, 9 or 10. Forgot how to count there for a second, guys. 9 or 10 stumps. I don't know if anybody does any turning, or if anybody's nearby Central Florida. If not, I'll burn them or save them maybe for later. But they're not going to be the best quality. They're oak, but they're water oak. It's laurel oak. So if anybody wants one, free. But you got to
I
pick it
don't-
up or ship it.
I don't know what that is. Laurel oak.
Isn't there
It's
a
a white
term
oak.
in Central Florida goes by the name?
Oh, it's a white oak?
It's a white oak.
That'd be pretty.
Kim, what?
Tippin.
Kim Tippin.
Tippin.
They got rid of all of her before she moved.
She did.
Well, Billy,
Yeah, she did.
Billy, let me ask you something. If I wanted to keep that in decent condition after I tear it out of the ground,
Right.
what should I do so it won't rot?
Okay. The simplest solution is to pressure wash it really good.
Mhm.
Or well, I mean, pressure wash it really well. Let it dry from that for a day, and then you can buy the expensive stuff and use Anchor Seal, or you can use
Yeah,
wax.
I'll put latex paint. Yeah.
But I use latex paint and
Yeah.
and just paint every cut surface.
Okay.
Just lather it on good. Just be very liberal with it.
Then where should I
just-
leave it? Because obviously
Not
setting it on the ground is not going to do it any good.
Well, not in the sun. Setting it in the ground isn't necessarily going to hurt it. It'll make it spalt. So as
Okay.
long as you move it after it begins to spalt before it gets all punky, then it'll be all right. But
Gotcha.
Have a good night, Bob.
Good night, Bob.
I would put it
Right,
in the
Bob.
shade. On an old pallet works fine. That's where
I got
put
lots
a
of
lot
shade.
mine.
All right.
And
That sounds
pallets
good.
are free. You can find them anywhere. So just stack them on a pallet. That's what I do with mine.
Sounds good. I don't have to tear the bark off or anything like that, right? No. Okay.
No.
All right. And I'll try that. Because the thing is, every time I cut down some trees, about a year ago, and I sliced them into large, like 5 and 10 foot logs for the purpose of eventually sawing them, and I stacked them up. But they're all either rotting or I don't know.
Yep, you got to seal the ends.
Well, I know I got to seal the ends, but is that all it takes? Because they're rotting from the sides.
Get them up off of the ground.
Yeah,
and off of each other.
Yep, and just seal them on the ends.
I don't have to cover them or anything, right?
No,
Oh, okay,
just
perfect.
don't just get them out of the sun.
Got it.
Find a nice shaded spot. Put them on
Yeah, pallet or something.
a pallet, and you're good to go.
Got it. Got it. Now, 12 or a 16-inch
reminds me, I
trunk.
need to get-
That's going to
I've
take
got
years
6 of
to
them. I need to get
dry,
them off
won't
the
it?
ground and put on a pallet. Do what?
A 12 or 16-inch trunk. A 16-inch trunk. That'll take how many years to dry? Or
Well, if you can get it milled, the slabs will dry a lot quicker than
Are you
Then the
talking about
log
just
will.
the stump?
just the stump.
Just the stump?
Or you shouldn't care for turning. I mean, I imagine you turn them
Well,
wet.
you could wet turn it. I mean, it wouldn't matter. You could any turner that put it on the lathe would find out how wet it was sooner than not, and it's okay. And cupcake, and so any turner that turned it would find out how wet it was sooner than not, and would know how to treat it
Gotcha.
after that. So
All right. Good
yeah.
deal. Oh, good. Then I don't have
If
to.
I
'Cause
needed to rough turn it, I'd rough turn it and set it aside. And then
I don't mind burning branches, but I hate. I
But,
mean,
yeah.
I hate the thought of some good stumps going to waste. You know.
yeah, it could take up to 5 or 6 years to really fully dry.
Right. Doesn't matter. Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
That's good to know.
I've got a peach root ball that's at least 10 years dry now. I need to do something with.
Sweet. Can't wait to use that tractor for the first time. That's just like I'm chomping at the bit here. I mean, it's just so I can move ahead because I've been the last about a year ago I finished doing everything and I've been putting off the last of the bamboo, but I've finished pretty much clearing the whole property and it's just been every month I go there just to maintain, mow the lawn, pick up all the branches that are 168 trees drops a lot of branches every month. So, have a little
lettuce, Robin?
fire, but it's frustrating. Not waiting. No more wait.
What are we eating, Robin?
Ooh, food.
Rice cake.
Oh, God. Oh, gag me.
I just got to
Styrofoam?
chill. That's like somebody saying vegetables to me.
No, I love vegetables. Rice cake? No.
Styrofoam.
Here, let me find it in
Yeah,
this piece of
styrofoam.
Put some
styrofoam.
bacon. Put some
My
bacon
wife
jam
had
on
some
that.
last night.
Good night, Lawrence.
See, the best thing you could do with a rice cake would be to give it to Billy,
Night, Larry.
have
Yeah.
have him infuse it in some resin,
Yeah, I could stabilize it
and then turn it.
yeah, and make a
Uh,
coaster
yeah.
or something. Yeah,
I
absolutely.
was gonna say if you got some
It's
anchor
just a
seal,
coaster already, though.
we could anchor seal that rice cake, and then I don't have.
I
to
don't know
worry.
that it would handle heat all that well, but once it's in resin, it would.
I wanted popcorn, but I didn't have any, so
Oh, it's not even close to popcorn.
No.
Ooh. Now you got me wanting popcorn.
it's got caramel on it.
Yeah, that's the kind my
Not
wife
that
had
bad.
last night. She had the same thing.
I
I'm not
had
gonna
mine.
mess with it. Nope.
I had cheddar jalapeno popcorn yesterday. It was lovely.
I think my wife would like that. She likes jalapenos.
It was lovely. It didn't have any heat, but it had good jalapeno flavor. Oh, man. Greg said he'd rather eat sawdust, or it's like eating sawdust. One of the two. I'm not
One of
real
the
sure
two.
what it meant.
Those packing peanuts you get in a box from
Yeah.
Amazon.
Yep.
That's what I do.
Now, some packing peanuts, like the ones that come from Puritan's Pride, are made of corn. So they're
Cornstarch, yeah.
biodegradable.
Made out of cornstarch. They've been doing that for a couple of years now.
They're
Makes
the
sense if you
closest.
think about it.
Yeah, they're the closest to rice cakes.
Yeah, I could probably eat those. I've got one right over here. I'll try it in a minute, maybe.
Oh my god.
You might need another cup of that scotch before you give it a shot.
See,
Yeah.
you got a laser, don't you, Russ?
Uh-uh.
Oh, I thought you had a laser.
No, I'd like to have one, but I don't have one.
I was going to say,
First-
there you go. Go get you
First,
some
Doug sends
rice
me a
cakes
picture
and
of his
laser.
empty ice cream bowl, and then he sends me a picture of his bag of popcorn. You're all heart, buddy. Love you too.
I think I'm going to have Moose Tracks ice cream tonight.
Ooh, great idea.
That's it.
I'm gonna have a cupcake.
Aldi's Moose Tracks.
Aldi? We don't have an Aldi here.
Oh,
Hey, Robin, I'm gonna have a cupcake.
Mayonnaise cupcake. Man,
Is
that's
that the
gotta
one
be
your
good.
daughter made?
My granddaughter. My daughter made the frosting. It's some kind of homemade something. It's pretty good.
Those
I'm
are the
not
best
big on-
kind.
I'm not big on frosting, but I like this stuff.
Those are always the best kind. If granddaughter made it, it's the best
Yeah,
kind.
typically frosting
All right,
is
that's
way too sweet for
That's
me. I
it.
don't like it.
You get food. I gotta go in.
I like frosting when it's in these things.
All right, John.
You got to do what, John?
Gotta head out.
Gotta go in and get some food.
Go to
now.
bed.
We're talking about food again.
Oh, you got to go in and get some food.
Yeah. Gotta go in and get some food. I'll see you guys. I'll be back on tomorrow.
Okie doke.
Okay, what time?
We'll see you then.
Maybe.
And
Same.
I'll try to swing by after my shoes.
I had a
You're
good,
still here.
good.
What time
Have
you
a
think
good
you
one,
might be
guys.
in? You too, Javi.
Bye.
What time you think you might be in,
Bye.
John?
About noon or so, my time. So one.
About who? You broke up.
Yep.
I think about noon, he said, his time.
About
I've heard that before.
1 o'clock. Your
1
time.
o'clock our time.
1 o'clock Central,
About.
roughly.
All right.
Message him.
Yep.
All right.
Roughly.
I'll be painting.
Give or take.
I'll probably be joining you from the shop. I'll be in there working.
By 1 o'clock, I'll be cleaning out the spray.
Oh, crap. I hope
All right,
that
Harper.
doesn't mean I'm going to get hurt again. Well, it's
All
happened in the last 2
All right.
lives
Stay
I
safe.
was
Take
in.
care, everybody.
See you, everybody.
Okay, bye.
We're good. Take care, y'all.
Night, everybody.